the blade cover and peeler. I just made this video. I peeled potatoes, beets, ginger, and garlic. Well, I didn't. You did. Stay with us. You'll see every single step. Why is it called a blade cover and peeler? And much, much more. Let's do it. Hi, my name is Diana, the Dummy Cook, and today I'm going to show you what the blade cover and peeler is and how to use it. As you heard, it is a blade cover and a peeler. It has two functions. As a peeler, we're going to be peeling together potatoes, beets, ginger, and garlic. As a blade cover, I'm also going to let you know why you need it for slow cooking or sous-vide modes. And I'll also talk about those modes anyway. Alright, so let's start the class. The blade cover and peeler is an extra accessory. It does not come with your TM7. When you receive the box, it looks like this. And when you open it, it's very easy. You just have the instructions and the blade cover and peeler. I did a video about this with the TM6. It's right here. But it's about time we do it again now with the TM7. If you're asking yourself, yes, it is compatible with the TM5, TM6, and TM7. Okay, now we're going to install it. It's super easy. Just lift the lid and let me get the blades out so I can show you even better. Here we are. Do you see how the blades have these ones going down and these ones going up? Your blade cover and peeler is going to be sitting on the ones that are going up. You're going to put this over the blade and you're going to see how your blades are wearing it like a sombrero. Now, I'm not going to do this separately. That was just for you to see how it's going to look once inside. So, let me put the blade back in. You don't need to do that part. What you're going to do is just grab it, put it in, and you're going to feel that it's in place. Actually, if you try to get it out, there will be resistance that tells you you did it right. Here we are. So how is it going to peel? It's going to rotate, and the water inside and the blade rotation is going to make the vegetable go in rounds and peel itself. Let's put it back. Let's go to the modes. Let's click this arrow down because the modes that need extra accessories are by default on the bottom. And here you have the peeler. Now we are in its main page. You do see that it defaults to 4 minutes. You can change that, but let's look at the instructions, okay? We have here the tips, show tips, and here it's telling you how to install it, like I was saying before, right? It's also telling you that you need to put 21 ounces of water and the maximum of 28 ounces of root vegetables, like potatoes, carrots, beets, turnips, or garlic cloves. Then it's telling you that the default peeling time is 4 minutes, but sometimes if you need more, just go for 6. I do know that for the garlic we're going to need less, so you will see that with me. And the last 2 steps, very easy, right? It says heat start, and then use the varoma to filter the water. I'm going to use the simmering basket, but anyway. And now we can hide the tips because we know how to do it. See, you barely needed this video. But no, stay with me because we're going to do all of this together and I'm going to give you a lot of tips on the way. You also have here your scale. So since we needed 21 ounces of water, we can actually start doing that right now. If you're a little under or a little over, it's okay. We're just peeling vegetables, okay? Now, I'm doing all of this in ounces because I set up my unit to be in imperial. But if you had it in metric, you will see grams. Alrighty, we don't need the scale anymore. We put the water and now we're going to start putting the vegetables. Okay, so we're going to start with the potatoes. You do need round potatoes, or if like me, you like the Idaho potatoes, then cut the bigger pieces in half. You do need pieces that can rotate, and if you put 2 Idaho big potatoes, they're just gonna kiss each other and they're not going to peel. The beets were going to be fine, right? For the ginger, I read that I needed to cut it in similar pieces, not too small. So I hope that I did a good job because I have never used the peeler to peel the ginger. I don't eat that much ginger. And for the garlic, obviously we're fine. Okay, so remember that we had a cup of 28 ounces of vegetables? The only one that I'm going to measure today is going to be the potatoes because I'm pretty sure I'm not over 28 ounces here, here, or here. Okay, so let's call the scale and let's go for it. Potato, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25.9. Yeah, let's leave it there. And you will say, what do I do now? Well, it's only 4 minutes. Go ahead and do another round if you need more. Those 4 minutes are not your time. You can go and do something else. So take advantage of your helper. We don't need the scale anymore. Let's put the lid on. And now we can hit the play button. 4 minutes, sure. There's a bottle in there. Okay, we hit the check mark and let's see what we have. Wow. First of all, we have a lot of foam. So let me get my TM6 bowl here. This is not a real kitchen, it's my studio, so I don't have a sink, but I'm going to use this as my sink and I'm going to use the basket as my strainer, okay? All right, let's see. Wow. Here's a potato. Whoa. Later, when I remove the blade cover, I'm going to have all the potato peels there, and I'm not going to throw them away. It's mulch for my garden. Let me rinse some of these potatoes, and that way we get to see them. Pretty amazing, right? Look at this, a perfectly peeled potato, and much more that we have right here, so stay with me. Ta-da! Perfectly peeled potatoes, and I did nothing. Perfect, so I rinsed the bowl, and here we have all that mulch. There's a lot, I just cannot show you. Okay, so if this had been an Idaho potato and it had been cut in half, you will have lost a little bit of the potato. True, because when it rotates, it makes itself round. I do have in this one, for example, a little shadow here, so like the instructions said, I could have left it there for 6 minutes, but it did a pretty good job. Okay, so now it's time for the beets. Let's just do this fast. You know the drill, let's just see the result together. Okay, it's a red party. Okay, beets are very messy, right? So I love that I'm not touching the beet. I'll touch it for you when I put it here. All right, let's get our sink. Here we are again. And let's do this. Wow, we're teasing vampires right here, huh? Sorry, Thermomix. Ta-da! Beautifully peeled beets. And like I said, there's a way where you don't even have to touch them. All right, third test, the ginger. Yes, you could have used the same water. For demonstration purposes, I'm not going to, but you can. I just probably wouldn't mix the beets with any other. Ginger. Okay, I'm coming. Whoosh. Let's see. Wow, smells amazing. Let me clear them a little and take a picture. Let's get them out. Okay, pretty round piece of ginger. It has a little bit left here. Maybe this is the one that needs 6 minutes. Let's look at the other ones. Pretty good. Wow, this one is perfect, but it's so cute how they come out round. Okay, so what I will say about ginger is that my pieces were bigger before. So yeah, it took a few bites of the ginger. At the same time, peeling ginger is not easy with the weird shape that it has. So yeah, you could go for it or you could not. Or maybe I didn't cut it in the ideal pieces. You let me know in the comments, okay? I don't mind being wrong. This is my first time with ginger. And now we're going for the garlic. Whee! But this is garlic. Let's put less time, okay? Let's put 2 minutes. All right, let's see if 2 minutes was enough. Whoa, vampires beware. Yeah, they're pretty good. Okay, let's see. A little rinse and let me show you. So here we have them. Peeled, peeled, peeled. I'm gonna put them on a tray, don't worry. Peeled. All of them perfectly peeled and all the peels stayed behind. No peel left behind. Yes, you did. Peeled. Ta-tan! All right, let me put all of this on a tray and I'm going to give you some tips. All right, here we have it. Our peeler took care of our potatoes, our beets, our ginger, and our garlic. Do you think it's worth using it to peel? Sure, it was really easy, but sometimes we just grab the knife or the hand peeler and we start peeling, right? Well, it's up to you. The thing is, it's also a blade cover. Sometimes in the website we have what is just a blade cover, right here. But since they came up with this one that is also a peeler, I really think it's worth it choosing this one over that one. Now, what's a blade cover? We already covered the peeler part, right? Pun intended. But now we need to understand, why do we need to cover the blades? Because in the slow cooking mode and in the sous vide mode, the blades need to keep moving slowly to keep the water at a perfect temperature. But if you had all those ingredients touching the blades, then the blades will cut them. Imagine if you had some meat slow cooking, you want the meat sitting on top of the cover while the blades are rotating underneath. It's going to be like that for hours probably, so this is how you keep that meat safe. Or even the beets. The next thing I'm going to do right now is to slow cook these beets because there's an amazing recipe, the beet hummus, that I'm going to do right now. And I'm going to put the link to that video in the comments because it is an amazing recipe. And what does the recipe need? It needs beets that are peeled and that they're cooked. And what do? I call the star of the day and I say, peel them and cook them. And once that's done, I move on to the recipe. Anyway, that is for slow cooking. If you want to do sous vide, and a lot of people don't know what sous vide is, I'm actually going to do a video very soon. Sous vide is when you get this meat or fish inside a bag, you put some herbs with it, you take all the air out, and you immerse it in water so it cooks at an exact temperature. It's cooking all throughout, even inside, and that way when you're done, you just sear that meat or that fish, and it is absolutely perfect. I started hearing about sous vide like maybe 5-6 years ago. I never heard it before and I love it. Some people have sous vide machines, so just a reminder, your Thermomix is a sous vide machine. You just need the bags with the air sucking thingy, which you can buy in Thermomix or not, and you do need a blade cover. Most of the time. There are some recipes where you can put the meat in the simmering basket up here, but most of them are going to use this whole space from the blade cover and up. More tips. If you're going to use this manually, and again, you saw that here, the peeler mode is waiting for you 4 minutes and you don't have to choose a speed because it's chosen for you. But if someone is going to use it manually, never go over speed 4. It's actually written right here. But yeah, I could not read it, so it's good that I'm telling you, right? What? So people ask, yes, this is an extra accessory. It doesn't come with Thermomix. Is it needed? Well, again, for peeling, it's really not. You've been peeling all your life, right? But it comes in very handy. Now, as a blade cover, you do need one for some of those recipes. So yes, not having a blade cover, this one or the regular one, could stop you from doing a recipe, correct? Well, you heard it, root vegetables, right? You also can do turnip, you can do carrots. We're gonna see some examples now and you'll see how they do the carrots. When I did my TM6 video, I actually tried peeling boiled eggs. It works and you can check it out whenever you want. Let's put a second right here. Right there. But to tell you the truth, I just did it because a lady was doing it on a video and I thought it was super cool. I wanted to test it and I did on the video for the first time. Am I really using that? No, because I don't want to put all that water and have to rinse the bowl, just not to have to do this with an egg, right? So that one I'm going to skip, but definitely many of these I do use. Now let's go to Cookidoo and make a search. I'm going to go to Explore and I'm going to write peeler. And here we have ideas on what to do with a peeler. Peeler warm potato salad. Great. Peeler beet carpaccio with burrata. Here we have the carrots. All right, so you see they cut the carrots in little pieces and the peeler is going to peel them and make them a little round on the corners. Obviously, I'm going to do mashed potatoes right after. Here we have one of them. We have an Aussie potato salad. We have peeler sweet potato. Oh, of course, sweet potato, right? And then here we have some examples of this slow cooking, like this corn. You see, the moment that you go to the instructions, the first thing it says, insert a blade cover. You also have a lot of tips in all these recipes. Go and check them out. Here we have slow cooked beans, sous vide turkey breast, slow cooked beets, which is the one I told you I'm about to do. Peeled garlic, and let's see, if I go to the peeled garlic, it says here, do it for 1 minute. Okay, so I didn't even need the 2. This is very helpful. We have here slow cooked potatoes, peeling ginger, right here. Let's see if we get some tips. It says 4 minutes anyway, yes. And it says we should cut them 2 inches wide. There you go, Diana. I just learned something. With you. All right, that was very interesting. You know one more thing you can do? Instead of recipes, click here and go to collections. Now you go to TM Basics and I can say, all right, let's see. Blade cover. And we have sous vide, things with a peeler, and pretty much the same ideas we were looking at. But sometimes it could surprise you. So never forget that you can always click on collections, not just recipes. What else? Well, just to tell you that this is one of the favorite extra accessories. The other one, of course, is the cutter. I have my video right here, don't miss it. And recently I discovered the nester and I love it as well. My video right here. Anyway, I hope that you liked this video. I hope you learned something with me today. If you did, please click like, subscribe for more videos. And if you need a Thermomix in your life, you know what to do. Email me right here or choose my name before checkout. Diana Legissima. Diana Legissima at your service. Thank you so much.